Hello again and welcome back to My Primal Kristmas, Day 2. Thank you for tuning in again. Today is a bit of a follow-on video from yesterday's recipe. If you saw it, I made a no granola, which was a substitute for the often sugar-laden cereals that we consume for breakfast these days. Today I'm going to talk a little bit more about primal health and why when going primal you would choose the no granola over the cereal option, even if it's your healthier choice. First, I wanted to mention a little bit about how Primal Health started. The founder is Mark Sisson, and he has a blog called Mark's Daily Apple. He published a book called The Primal Blueprint in 2009, which I read last year, and at the end of last year he actually came out with a revised version, this bad boy. As you can see, it's a pretty decent sized book, but it will change your life. So that is a very brief review on where the primal community came from. It has strong links with the paleo movement, but there are some slight differences which I'll be talking about at some point, mainly around the consumption of high-fat dairy products. There are 10 primal blueprint laws which are the foundation of primal health, and I'll be talking to you about 2 today. The first 2, and they are the only ones of the 10 that are diet related. If you want to know about the other 8, stick around for December and I will be letting you know, or you could just Google it. It's no secret. So, Primal Blueprint Law number 1. Eat plants and animals. You can't get any more black and white than that. By eating a diet abundant in meat, fish, fowl, eggs, fruit, vegetables, nuts and seeds, our meals are never boring, and they always supply us with the most nutrient-dense forms of carbs, protein, and nutritional fat. I mentioned yesterday that I usually don't eat till 1 p.m. in my day. This is simply because I'm not hungry till 1 p.m. The 2 meals that I do eat in a day, when I break fast at 1 p.m. and then dinner time around 6 p.m, are so nutrient-dense and satisfying that I'm simply not hungry till 1 o'clock the next day. This is most days. There are some exceptions. It was through selection pressure that we evolved to prefer fat as the main source of fuel, whether it is fat that we've ingested or fat that we have stored up. This is an evolutionary trait that got our ancestors through harsh winters and times of famine. Our genes stopped evolving at the advent of civilization and the cultivation of grains, because there was no longer any selection pressure. This brings me to Primal Blueprint Law number 2. Avoid poisonous things. It seems kind of silly, right? Like you're gonna drink poison or eat something that's harmful to you. Because our genes have not evolved past hunter-gatherer status, we have not evolved to use grains as a fuel source on a daily basis without detriment to our health or longevity. And I don't think I have to mention it, but sugar definitely didn't exist during hunter-gatherer times. So, same goes for sugar. The repetitive and accumulative effects of grain and sugar consumption cause inflammatory and oxidative damage on our bodies at a cellular level. There are, of course, other poisonous things to avoid. These are the 2 that I'm mentioning today, simply because they are the 2 that are concerned when we're swapping a cereal out and a no granola in. I hope you found something a little interesting in today's video. If you hang around for tomorrow's, it will be a primal bread recipe. Is it snowing? It's not snowing. I hope December has started well for you and I hope you're having a great weekend. See ya!